Hello. So today's update is gonna be a little bit of a big one because I forgot to make an update for the Saturday, and today is Sunday. And obviously, since it was the weekend, I had a relatively big stream on Saturday and a big stream on the Sunday as well. Now, over the Saturday, we didn't progress that much. I think that the Saturday I started to work on this, which is a mob dropper, but it wasn't completed on the Saturday. It was actually completed on the Sunday. And essentially, on the Saturday, I only ended up with what was essentially a really small, actually, yeah, a really small area in here that was actually spawning mobs and moving them towards the middle. This is just a way to send them in and drop them to their deaths into the mob grinders. But on the Sunday, we actually got way more fans and all of the upgrades for the fans to make it at its maximum size. Well, at this current size, it's not really we can't really say it's the maximum size, but it's the maximum size I'm gonna make it for this one. We have yet to cover it. We still need to work on making it look nicer than that because right now it's clearly just an eyesore and we definitely want it to look actually better. Same with this, well, currently it looks just like a pillar, but it would be nice to make it look nicer, maybe with a little bit of glass going a little bit higher and potentially putting some lighting at the back over here could be nice. We did also make sure that it collects everything automatically with the item collector. And because it's gathering a lot of stuff, we actually have some logistical transporter going into these chests at the back, which are currently accumulating everything that these monsters are dropping. This one's already full. This one's filling up quite a lot. This one's starting as well, and this one's got a little bit. We probably will need to upgrade these eventually. As far as Nether, nothing has changed really in the Nether. We did go into the Nether a little bit. Actually, did we go in the Nether in the previous update? I don't remember if we didn't go into the Nether in the previous update. There isn't much with the Nether. The only thing I can say about the Nether is that on the first day that I came, I explored this area a little bit. And I know that on Saturday evening after stream, I went into the Nether Fortress. And I didn't really loot any chests. I just went into the fortress just to get blaze rods. That was all. We did also go back to the end again. I actually ate the last piece of cake I had over there. We went to the end again. Not much was done in the end. Mostly a little bit of looting. I was hoping to find waystones in the end, but I never found any. I know they spawn randomly, but I didn't find any. I ended up coming back here and I crafted my own for this area, which is starting to become, this area is starting to become kind of the, well, the portal hub, and most likely going to be a lot of utility stuff that I don't need all the time. And I do not have any other destination right now, but I do have in my backpack another waystone. So the next time I eat this piece of cake and go to the Nether, I'm looking at into like putting some sort of waystone somewhere. And nothing changed up here. Everything is the same. Everything here is the same as well. All this is still here. Nothing's changed. Everything is the same. We haven't progressed at all up here. This has not changed either. Pretty much everything has been the same in here. We've also, well, I also kind of feel that this system is very underwhelming at this point. Not that it, not that I expected it to be amazing. I know it's just like a slow process, but it's really not that great. So I am not sure whether, like, I'm not sure if I want to keep any of this going in this fashion. I might eventually rip out all of this section all the way to here, this is gonna be staying for now because it's just like not really needed to be removed. It's my smelting area. It's my what is these called? It's my pulverizers. It's a bunch of like useful stuff. So that's kind of what happened over here. This island has remained unchanged as well. I also need to be stopping. I don't know what started to play on my side. I think I actually broke something. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I forgot to download my video on Twitch to not let my video play on Twitch, so it was playing in the background for me. So the big update for today, actually, the big update for today is this entire island. Saturday, I didn't work on this at all. Saturday, I was mostly working on this mob dropper, starting the planning of it. It took most of my day to get this platform going to the top and start figuring out how I wanted this stuff to be, plus a lot of resource grinding and smelting and whatnot, which made me feel that we really needed to start working into a better system than the sieving method, which led me to spend my Saturday evening after stream to build this island. At first, the island, when I ended it, it was kind of just 4 empty corners like this one. I ended the Saturday night with only part of this covered in dirt, and honestly, I think I had only like maybe only this one and that one installed for mystical agriculture, and there was only like a few seeds over here, and we didn't even have anything here. This one was doing absolutely nothing. This one had maybe like 5 or 6 Anthurium seeds going, plus a little bit of other varied seeds. But throughout the day today, we actually expanded this system significantly. Almost all of it is just Anthurium seeds, and it needs to be expanded even further. I think most of this area is going to be Anthurium seeds. We might even rip out this middle path here and extend it all the way to the end, and it's possible that we're gonna make it Inferior Seams all the way as well. Plus, I do think that in order to have an easy access to the important resources and knowing what we have, what we don't, I think the 5 first tiles are likely to be what we need, well, what we're going to use for the beginning, and have only the first 5 tiles all the way to the end of the island be the area that I actually use for my actual like proper seeds that we need, not the Inferium ones, but the other ones. Plus, we made quite a bunch of these. Now we are starting to have a lot more resources coming in. We have a lot of Inferium Essence now. We do have now dirt, we have diamond, we do have coal essence, we have the elementals, we have earth, we have fire, we also have glowstone. We do have iron that's starting to get a little better. We have some redstone, we still need to upgrade that. We have the prosperity essence, which is extremely important with this mod pack, so we need a lot of it. We do have the nether quartz that I've started as well. We have nether essence, nature essence. We have the lapis lazuli essence. We also have the stone and the water essence. We made the wood essence, so we've started to progress quite a bit into that. We also started to think about a decent lighting organization. We started to put some pipe to automatically grab everything across the entire system and drop everything in here. We upgraded it to the maximum stack upgrades that we can do at this time. We still can't do the 5th level, which would be nice. I think it's the max level. Yeah, no, there isn't. any way to go further. So we can't do the 5th level yet, but we will eventually. We also probably eventually might actually bridge in the middle, but for now these are the the most upgraded transporters, so they are a little bit expensive still for me. I mean, I can still make some if I want to, but they're still a little bit on the expensive side, so I'm trying to be careful about not overusing them. And we are progressing rather quickly. This is obviously a temporary, water supply. I do think I will eventually have a nice looking, either a sink or a nice looking pond of water. But for now, this is what agriculture has gone to, has upgraded to. We, this is not a new one. This is the system that was over here that was just moved over here. And I know that this over here looks a little bit like it's still functional and whatnot, but I do think that over time this is gonna be transformed. We may leave some of this area for pumpkins, maybe melons, and a little bit of wheat, but I do think we're gonna be downscaling this area quite significantly. No, we probably won't have the sugarcane and the bamboo anymore. We don't really use that much anyways. This might be changed as well, but not for now. The animal area. I do want to remove the animals from this animal area. I would like this to become either a flower garden, a park, just some greenery, but not animal greenery. The animals are going to be moving over here. This has not spawned yet. It's just been built. It's fully enclosed, but it's just been built. I don't know what I want with this area yet. I do think I want to split every basic Minecraft animal, so the sheep, the chicken, the cows, and the pigs. I do think I want like a pen for each of them. I don't know if it's gonna be like split in 4 corners. I don't know exactly what I want to do with that. I don't know if it's gonna be a smaller few enclosures and then some sort of nature area. I'm not certain on that yet, but this is now going to become the nature area and the animal area, I should say, and probably a little bit of a focus on nature as well. We may even look into having just a few beehives around just to add a little bit of life so that it looks nicer. And obviously the animals that are over here, they're gonna be either moved or, slaughtered, really. As far as the second floor, as you can see, we didn't work on it yet. I do have some ideas that are starting to come to mind. I do think that this zone might have some sort of like greenhouse type of glass ceiling and maybe some sort of walk around on the second floor, like an area to walk around it. And I do think I want to reduce some of the flatness of the second floor by kind of no longer stopping this second floor like completely flat over here. Probably expanding it a little bit this way over this zone, meaning that this flower area or this park area would be a little bit like small, but I think this is not really a place for the animals, and if I remove the animals I can expand this and I'm gonna make it it's gonna feel nice if I can actually just continue a little bit the circle that way and make it like slope down again, make it look nice, maybe tie in the bridge over here a little bit better, I say bridge, the path over here a little bit better, and maybe with the other greenhouse like roof it might look nice if I complete the island and have a glass area on one side and on the second side having it be a little bit less of a just a little bit less of a flat ending, just have a nice, like dark, well, slightly dark area, but just a little bit of a nature area instead. Also, we do have, well, I still haven't done anything to the underside here, but this area does have all of these on the other side, which are growth accelerators. And the growth accelerators are actually a really, really useful thing for mystical agriculture because it makes things go really, really fast, or at least much, much faster than they would otherwise. As you can see, this area is maxed out on growth accelerator, or at least maxed out on this level of growth accelerator. And it's growing pretty quick. You can see most of them are growing every second or two. And you can see that everything over here, it grows every so often, but I think you see almost as many things growing on this screen as you do if I just look at these like 5 or 6 over here. So you can see a big difference. You can also see a big difference on these big ones because the tier 5s here, the prosperity shards and the diamond seeds, they would take like minutes to grow without the growth accelerators, and they still take like over a minute to grow most of the time anyways, but without the growth accelerators it would take forever, maybe 10-15 minutes. So now it's really helpful to have that. We do have options to upgrade the growth accelerators even further for the future, but for now, it's actually really expensive on Infernum Essence to do all that. And it might look like I have a lot with 3000, but it's actually not that much. Upgrading into the Growth Crystal would probably take tens of thousands if I want to get some of the better ones. We've probably already got like, with what do we have in Growth Accelerator now, it's probably already like 4000 plus that has been spent just on Ethereum Essence, and every tier that we go up, you need to multiply that by 4 for every tier. So it's gonna take a ton of material to get there. We do probably want to eventually start automatically crafting everything, but for the moment, I don't think it's a wise idea. We are progressing to make into the Master Infusion Crystal, which is a limited use, unlike every other one that which have a limited use. And I would need to check, but I do believe, because all of these can only upgrade things of their own level, but I do feel like this does everything, so I don't have to do the level 1 by 1. Because right now, if I want to progress any of this, oh my god. Yeah, this is actually one of the reasons why it's actually kind of weird sometimes. So right now, if I want to progress through, I cannot take the IO tier 1. It actually doesn't work. I can only use the same tier 1. And that's just the way it is. So for the moment, it's actually really slow to do. And I do really, really want to stop having to just craft a bunch of these. And obviously I need to stop doing what I just did. But yeah, we're starting to get some progress done. We're actually getting through a lot of stuff. And we're going to be moving forward even further for the next stream. I don't know when the next stream's gonna be. With work and all, it's not easy to find time to stream, so I'll see. Well, I'll see what I can do for the weekdays. But at least now, I feel like once I log in on a weekday, I can at least come over here, have a look at this, and I have, I have a bunch of iron. I can probably work on upgrading the redstone so we can spend less time trying to get the material and more time using the materials and working on some upgrades. And I think that's pretty much it for today. We did have a bit of a slow Saturday. I wasn't really working fast. I was just experimenting, not doing much, which is part of the reason why I wasn't too stressed about making an update video, because we left this completely unfinished and we were running out of materials. I like spent most of my day over here making material, breaking stone on my own and making it into either gravel or dust. Whereas for the Sunday, we honestly, I don't think we did much breaking down of anything. I think we mostly did some like iron, and that's it. I didn't do really much at all on the hammering, maybe a little bit, but not a lot. It was mostly just spent over here and working on starting to make some decent progress with this. And I think like we still need to expand a lot. We still need to, like, as you can see, we're missing a crap ton of dirt still, and we are producing the dirt, but it's not super fast yet. And until we like at least we haven't like filled up the entire thing yet anyways, so I'm not too stressed about getting the dirt faster. But if I ever need dirt, I can also just come here and start, you know, making some stuff go a little bit faster, and it's gonna help. We do have the dirt coming in automatically over time. It's just a little bit slow because we only have one dirt seed, I believe. No, we have two, but they are not speed boosted. I think they have only one accelerator on them, so it's a little bit on the slow side. But that's fine. We don't need a ton of dirt all the time. Once we are done with this entire area with the dirt, we probably won't be needing much dirt after that, so I don't feel a need to be going crazy on those. So that's why I haven't really been too bothered with it. Like iron here, I have like I think it's 11 seeds right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 11 seeds. So these I know we need a lot of, and I've been slowly boosting them. So we are at least going a little bit faster on those, which I know we need a lot of. I do want to make more diamonds as well, because diamonds are gonna be also produced with this eventually. We do have a decent amount right now, and I think it's already close to be faster than this system. It may not be faster than this system, but it's actually going pretty quick. And we will eventually be faster once I make the second one, or maybe even the third one, but we'll see. So for now, that's the progress for today. We are going to plan for next stream that honestly, I think the next stream is just gonna be more of this, just continuing to expand all of this. There's still a lot of expanding for me to do, and I have been going through the objective books. I do want to complete most of the objectives in here at least. Oh wow, it's been a while since these have spawned. I been sleeping, so I guess I'm going to do that so that I can speak a little bit freely. There we go. So yeah, we have been going through the objective here. We finished the first tier. We have almost finished the second tier. We're only missing the honey ones, but because we don't have any bees right now and any beehives, we don't have this, which might be a focus for the next episode. Maybe this might have a little bit of a few bees here and there as well. Maybe in there I might have a few bees as well, so this could become a thing soon. As far as it goes, I know that this is a seed I haven't done, the sodium here, which is an objective, but I haven't really needed sodium yet, and I haven't started making this for now. We did finish the third tier, which is redstone, glowstone, and iron seed. I mean, glowstone I did it, but just to finish the tier. I don't really need the glowstone seeds for now, but in the future I might. Plus, I think the glowstone seeds were actually helpful for a different crafting recipe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the lights. All of these frog lights and the shroom lights. So while we don't need to have a lot of glowstone, we can use the seeds for the other type of lights, which is nice. As far as the fourth tier, sorry, is that fourth tier? One, two, three, four. Yeah, the fourth tier here. We still have to do end seed, steel, solium, and gold seed. We probably could do gold seed easily. Steel seed is actually one that seems to be quite expensive and needs a lot of iron, so I haven't done that one yet. And seed I haven't looked into, solium either. These I just haven't really been looking into emerald and netherite. I did diamond because we need a lot right now. And we are slowly pushing towards this because I want the master infusion crystal, but I don't plan on making any of these anytime soon. I do think we need to stabilize the lower levels first. At least stabilize the resources from the lower levels first. We need to be fine on iron, fine on redstone, fine on diamonds before we move on to this for sure. And this is part of the plan for next session, just continuing to move through this and getting further along. And on that note, that's gonna be all for today. We have been doing progress. We are setting ourselves up for the future, and hopefully we're gonna be moving forward quite a bit in the next episode again. See you all next time.